Hi everybody. I hope you're having a fabulous Sunday. This is Michelle Salcho with Michelle's Creative Corner, and I've got a couple of fall projects to show you all today, and then a couple of things I'm going to work on after we finish today's video. So it's been kind of busy, and you all probably have your holiday catalogs by now, and if you haven't, this is what it looks like. I have lots here. I'd love to get you a copy if you don't have one. I've been playing with Halloween today, and then had a chance over the last couple of weeks to do a few things as well. So one of the things I had to show you today are these little pumpkins. This is so cute. I intended to make these last week to take with me on a business trip, and I just couldn't get them done. So I've got about 6 of those punched out and ready to make. I used the Harvest Apples punch from the fall catalog to make it. And let me see if I can find that. It is on, and I apologize, I probably sound a little stuffed up because I am a little stuffed up. Okay, so the Harvest Hellos bundle is on page 49. Hey, Linda. And this bundle has both the stamp set and the punch that can be pumpkins or apples. And you might remember I showed you the card that we'll be making in my card class this week. It is, thought I had this a little more organized. There it is. So this card we're going to be making this in my card class on Thursday, and using the same punch and stamp set. I didn't use a stamp set for for this little pumpkin. I just used the punch, but for this I used both the punch and the stamp set. So it's a lot of fun. Some really cute projects you could make with that for teacher gifts. I love this one with the pencils that they show. You're an A+ to an A+ teacher. I think that's pretty cute. So that's one of the things that I've been working on. So I've got about 6 pumpkins. You really, just pretty easy. You need 12 apples or pumpkins to create this little pumpkin. And I used 6 punched cardstock pumpkins, and then 6 Designer Series paper cardstock, Designer Series paper pumpkins punched out. So pretty fun to make. You can also do that with the circle punches, but then you need to cut the bottoms flat in order to make them. So last week, we were away at the retreat in a little east of where we live. And give me just a second. I am going to share this over on my group. And there. So, sorry about that. So at the retreat, I worked on, what did I work on? I don't even remember. Don't know where I was going with that. But this is one of the things that I made at the retreat. I thought this was so cute. So Melissa Davies had showed this project, and it's so much easier than I thought it was going to be. This little wood form is from the Dollar Tree, and then it has all these little windows in it. I didn't even cut them out. I just used shadowing to make them look like windows, and so super cute little decoration for Halloween. I can't believe it's time to be decorating for Halloween, but I think that is a pretty cute little addition. And then I also have shown you before, I've worked on my niece's book. Actually, maybe I'll just go ahead and tilt the camera down. It's not like I'm going to go anywhere. So let's see if I can do this. Okay, so I've been working on Savannah's album a little bit too. And I went back and painted. You might remember that this was just white before, but I used the pigment sprinkles, the watercolor crystals, and painted that a little bit to give it some color. Hopefully I'm not making us all dizzy. All right, and then, oh, I did this page. Isn't this cute? It says each new page reveals a new wonder to be experienced. So pretty fun, and I love this of Savannah putting together the crib. It says you deserve a whole sheet of gold stars. I used the new gold ink that's in the holiday catalog. You have probably seen some other demonstrators showing these ink pads, and they're phenomenal. There's copper and gold and silver. They're on page 16 of the catalog. So the ink pad is $11. They also have refills for $9. Fantastic fun to play with. And this metallic acetate. Metallic acetate is pretty cool. Then I love that. I'm thinking there was one. So I've almost got this finished and ready to send off. Oh, I redid this pocket. I don't know if you remember it, but it was way too plain. It looks lots better this way. So I think that's all that's new there. So hopefully I'll get that finished and sent off soon. My niece, my nephew's wife, my nephew and his wife are expecting a baby boy, and based on her Facebook post today, that boy is coming maybe in the next day. So I've got to get busy. The baby shower that they have 2 little girls, a little boy that's coming. The baby shower had all these fun dinosaurs, so I am dying to use the Dino Days to create a little card for him and his arrival. And then this is the stamp set that I used on that square that pocket I just showed you. I have some birthdays this week, and I'm going to create a birthday card with this same set. So that is for my evening after the video. But let me show you. So these are the six cards we made in our birthday card class yesterday. I have one more kit to go. Oops, maybe I should show it right side up, huh? We had lots of fun putting this together. I've got some photos of everybody doing that. But let me show you what the kit looks like. Every month, the birthday club class features product. And the cost of the class is $30, but you get all the supplies for your cards, plus some extra goodies. So this month included a full pack of this Woven Threads Designer Series paper. I love this paper. It's so pretty, and it coordinates with all of the new in colors. And then they got a full package of the 2021 in color faceted dots, and then about 2 yards of this Woven Threads ribbon. And then all their supplies are prepped for the cards. So I have one kit left, and have all the instructions ready to send, or they will be ready to send, so that you can pick up this kit and you'll have photographs and instructions to make your own cards. All your card bases are cut. All you need to do is add your own ink and stamps. All of the big shot work is done, and so it's a great value, and I've got one in hand. So if you would like to claim it, let me know real soon. I also held my Christmas card class yesterday, and when you arrive for classes, this is how your kits look. So they've got everything. You make the 4 different designs, and you make 2 of each. So these are the designs from yesterday. And everybody made 2 of each. We used the plaid, wrapped in plaid suite, I think it's called, use the stamp set here, the Brightly Gleaming Suite here, and then the Birds of a Feather over here. So I have 2 of these kits available as well. So if you want to get a jump on your Christmas cards and you're not able to come to class, my kits are always available. I'll give you a full set of instructions and your supplies to make 8 cards. Alright, so that's what yesterday looked like. And then today, well, I had to clean up my craft room. It was a huge disaster. So today I have been busy doing a little bit of Halloween. So I made this cute card. I used that brick embossing folder. It's a 3D embossing folder. It's in the annual catalog, brick and mortar 3D embossing folder on page 198. And then I used the paper, the Monster Bash paper, and another stamp set from the holiday catalog. So the Monster Bash, here's the Monster Bash paper. I've used almost a full pack of this paper. It's so much fun. That's the same paper that I used in my Wicked, this little spider web, and then the little ghouls that are in the windows. And then I used a stamp set that has actually got several different seasons. It's called Everything Festive, and it's in the holiday catalog as well. I should have actually put stickies on this, then you wouldn't have to watch me flip. It's called Everything Festive. It's on page 35, and so you've got Valentine's Day, some Christmas, Halloween, and winter, as well as New Year's. So it's a fun set, and you can see the greetings are a good size. So I thought that was pretty fun little card. And then I've got a couple of others that are queued up and ready to show you. And this little guy is from Boo to You. I haven't colored him yet. I'm just leaving him there to remind me to come back and color him in a little bit. So the first one I have is, we're going to borrow the Spooky from Monster Bash, and then I've stamped a pumpkin pie label and a black label, same size, to layer behind it. So I'm going to show you a trick for that, and you can probably guess. Now, I was conserving black mainly because I didn't want to walk around the room to get it. So I actually punched my labels from this layer that's going to get all hidden. This is some of that fun Monster Bash paper layered onto pumpkin pie, and this paper has vanilla in it instead of white, so I've used vanilla. I'm going to grab my Stamparatus because I want a really crisp black image on this. I've made a template, and so I'm going to grab Stamparatus. Okay, I don't need my foam mat because this is a red rubber stamp. Okay, so my template is bigger than it needs to be, so I'm just going to grab a trimmer. And have you heard the news that the new trimmer is going to be available for the year ends, and it's going to be $25. So I don't know more than that. I haven't seen it, but I'm pretty excited about it. So here's my template, and what I mean by template is I just punched this out so that I have a place to, I can already pre-punch my pieces and then fit them in like puzzles to stamp them. And I'm going to grab a piece of the grid paper that goes with the Stamparatus. I like having that. So let's layer this up. So I have my grid paper, and then my template, and I'm going to get one magnet to hold that in place. If you've not played with the Stamparatus, you must. It is so helpful and so much fun. I actually have two, and I'm going to get a third one so that we can use it more often in my classes. Now, let's get the stamp. This is a cling, so remember it's very sticky on the label itself. And I'm going to put that where I think it needs to go. Okay. Did you all see what I just did? Nobody was watching, right? Nobody saw that. And it might make more sense if this went this way. That could actually look. So September is flying by for me. Is it for you as well? What are you all doing today? I'm going to lose that little sucker, so keep moving it around. Alright, let's just see how this looks placement-wise. And the grid paper helps me see if I've got words that need to be lined up. This is kind of a funky font and doesn't really have lines, so I think it looks okay. So I'm going to put this in here. And so you can do this same technique with all of your dies and punches. And it's just an easy way to work ahead. If you create multiples of your cards, then this is a very efficient way to punch everything up. I got a really clear, I just inked up this Memento ink earlier today, but I just want to show you how, because it stays in place, I can just keep inking it up. So there's that, and I'm just going to clean my stamp with my chamois. This chamois not looking too gross yet, is it? And put that away. Now I am going to do a couple of things on the inside of the card as well. I'm going to have a spectacular Halloween, and I think I'm going to use this little vampire guy. So let's get this out of the way. And then, so that my card interior is this vanilla piece. And I want, so I'll probably put it right there. So I think I want this somewhere there, and I'll put this guy over here. Alright, let's see how that works with the lines. So you got a couple ways. I could stamp it and then see how it lines up, and I might do a combination of things there. I'm actually using the line, this acrylic plate has a grid on it, so I am using that grid to see, to get that straight too. So I'm just eyeing that grid line with the bottom of the Halloween, and it's fine. And then this little guy, I think he's okay. He doesn't really have to be straight, so that's alright. So now I'm going to ink it up and I'm going to stamp it on my grid paper. And I can turn my grid paper over. And we'll see how it lines up. So I think that's going to be fine. All right, but I wanted to place this in this corner. So I'm not seeing a lot of comments. So this week I do have a couple of classes. I have the Pigment Sprinkles, the watercolor crystals. That class is on Tuesday at 3:30. And then I have the All Occasion class on Thursday at 3:30. And I've had a couple people say that they're not getting my newsletter, and they're on my newsletter list. So I'm wondering what's going on, if maybe that is routing to junk mail. So if you're not getting my newsletter, please let me know so that I can make sure I do have your email address. And I send out first of the month or the end of the month, I send out the schedule of classes for the next month. And then if there's something special, I'll send that out later in the month. All right, so that is my stamping for that card. And then the other card, I don't think it's going to need to be lined up. So I'm going to put the Stamparatus away. Actually, I have two cards over here. And let me see if we're going to use this phrase, "So glad we're such cool friends," on one. And I'm going to use the bats over here, and I have we're just going to wing it, I think. I may come to regret that. That's okay. And I want to decorate my envelopes as well. I didn't get those out yet. It's so much fun to decorate the envelopes. Don't store my plates attached at the hinge, and I always want to put my magnets back. Most of the time you can use just one magnet, and that's, if you can, that's a good idea, because you don't want those magnets snapping together. They can snap and break. Alright, let's put this little guy together. And I showed you that these are the same size. So how on earth is that black one going to be a mat for the other one? It goes something like this. I'm going to cut it in half. Oh, I forgot to bring my silicone mat over. And I'm just going to add a little tombow here and here. And this doesn't have to be exact, and that's a good thing because it won't be. But I'm just going to let it mat at the top and the bottom. I'm not worried about the side. So I'll give that just a minute to set. And that's not straight. Let's see if I can pick it up. Got glue on my fingers now. Ah! Okay. And I'll put dimensionals on that. We have some fun new black dimensionals in the holiday catalog. I don't need those right now. If you are shopping in September from the new holiday catalog or the annual catalog, don't forget the all month designer series paper is on sale from the annual catalog. Some of them are on sale, buy 3 get 1 free. That Woven Threads is one of the ones that is on sale. So it's a good time to stock up on those papers as well. My card base is pumpkin pie. And if you're a tape runner kind of person, that's fine. I use the liquid glue because it gives me a little more time to wiggle these around, because I don't get them straight very well right out of the gate. In the holiday catalog, the Advent Countdown project, I put that together last week. It goes together really quickly. An hour, I would allow an hour and a half maybe for a class. It's $30. It is super, super cute. I'm afraid it might go on back order. So what I have suggested is order your kit yourself, and then we will have a class and get together and put them together as a group. I've got the stamp set. I've already put it together, and it is super, super cute. I talked with a friend this morning, Rosemary, about doing the other side as kind of Halloween treats. She suggested actually using that as a gratitude. Either asking our family to put notes each in the different boxes to of things that they're grateful for, thankful for, and then we could look at them, read them on Thanksgiving, or you could do a countdown to Thanksgiving. But just a reminder of our blessings would be really fun. So here's the Countdown Project kit, and it is very, very pretty. These little boxes are about 2 inches. For Christmas, I'm going to use the Jessie ornaments and devotional in our countdown, and the ornaments will be in the little boxes. So, and I didn't bring it upstairs to show you. I forgot it. I'm sorry. But it is really, really cute. You've probably already figured out, if you looked at our catalog very often, as well as live products, that the catalog has great photos, but these projects always look better in person. Now this would have been a fun inside to distress a little bit with some sponging along the edges, but of course I thought of that as I was getting ready to glue it down, so that didn't happen. But I think that's a super cute Halloween card. It needs a little bling, so I am going to borrow some of these enamel dots. This is the first thing I saw said supervise small children. I don't think that's the name of it. Not here, on this side. Monster Bash enameled shapes. And once again, my Take Your Pick tool is AWOL, so I am just going to use my paper piercing tool. This is in the clearance rack. The clearance rack got a refresh this week, and this little paper piercing tool is on sale for, I don't know, $2.20 or something. So get one of these. They're awesome. They don't do all the fancy things that the Take Your Pick tool does, but they're really fun. So how cute is this card? Super, super cute. All right, so the next one, okay, again, so I've got the ribbon that goes along with this suite, and these frames. So these are the framelets. These are the framelit dies that go with the Monster Bash suite. All these great frames and labels, I think they're so cool. And they don't look like Halloween specific to me. I think we can use a lot of, do a lot of fun things with them. So I've used this one here. It came out, popped out, no problems. The die cut, even though it's got some intricacy. So super fun there. And then this label, I am going to stamp. So glad we're such ghoul friends. And now you've seen before how I put this white on the back so that I can see my stamps, make sure that everybody has made their way back home after a class or after I've been stamping. That's nothing new. Right, so I am going to stamp this once on my grid paper to see how well my stamp lines up. Sometimes the extra rubber around, the label doesn't match up and it gets confusing. So I could use the Stamparatus and line this up, but I think this is going to be fairly close and not such a big deal. I apologize if my head is involved. Grid paper is a fabulous thing to have on hand. Oh wow, it's really, that looks pretty sloped to me. Although, Alright, so I think that I need to bring the right side up a little bit. Alright, let's try this again. I intentionally keep my greetings sideways on my block so that my eye watches the stamp and not the edges of the block. So I don't know if you can see, you probably cannot, but I've used the grid line and dipped just a little bit below the line on this side and a little above on that side. And actually, I don't think it's going to matter so much because this bottom is, okay, let's just go for it. So I used one of the label, this label actually fits right over the black. It's so pretty. So I might have to cut another one, we'll see. I've got a shadow, but oh, I think that's pretty good. I can live with that. Alright, so that's there. Let's see if and I did. I cut an inside. So glad we're such cool friends. And I've got the little Bride of Frankenstein and Frankenstein here. It might be fun to have this little image down here at the bottom on the inside. So let's clean off this block. And we'll put this one away. Grab this one. I made a really cute treat box as a gift for the retreat guests. It was followed an example that Erica Serwin had made. And we all know I stalk her a little bit. And I've told her that too, so I'm harmless. I just really like to see what she's creating. Okay. And again, I didn't pull out any envelopes, so let's layer this up. And a note on the back. It's kind of fun. I think all of my stamping today is using black. If you ever run out of adhesive in between classes, I keep adhesive in stock. So just let me know and we will get together, because you can't let a little thing like that slow you down. So I'd be curious, how many of you make any Halloween projects? Do you decorate? Do you have trick-or-treaters at your house? What does Halloween look like for you? We enjoy Halloween, and we have in our neighborhood, oops, wait a minute. I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing here. It goes this way, right? Yeah, use that over there. Sorry, got sidetracked. Lost my place. This ribbon is also part of that Monster Bash, all the Halloween stuff. Now you can use a glue dot or Scotch tape. I never have Scotch tape handy. I've spent so much of my adult life hiding that from my kids that I won't see Scotch tape until it's time to wrap Christmas presents. But anyway, I like Halloween a lot. I don't have a lot of decorations, but I like decorating. And I like seeing all the little kids excited. Harden's all excited. He's got a Harry Potter costume, although maybe I wasn't supposed to say that, so you guys know nothing, right? I have some fall. I'd like a, darn, let me try this again. I have some Halloween treat packaging and small items that would be great for a craft fair, a school fair. So if your school has vendor booths in the Gallatin area in October, reach out please and let me know so that if it works out, I'd love to have a booth there. And if you would like treats for your class, you send treats to a party, I have a lot of little packages. I stocked up a year ago, made a bunch to have at a fair, but I don't have anything booked right now. Oh, how pretty is that? Isn't that gorgeous? So I'm just going to add some dimensionals. And since this is going to straddle that ribbon, I don't want my adhesive right on the ribbon, or it won't stick real well. That ribbon might need a glue dot under there to help it stay in place. Alright, and then we'll pop up the little Frankenstein. I cut these little characters from the paper. Some of the characters will fit the frames that are included in the framelits. So, another fun little card. So glad we are such cool friends. Cute. And then the last one uses this really fun die cut. This Wicked. So I used that on the tree as well. Not the tree, the little house. And I'm going to stamp I'm going to use the Wonderfully Wicked. So this is a bundle. This stamp set and then this framelit and the little spider. Those are a bundle. This is a different trio of tags, which is very cool. You stamp, it's one stamp has the 3 tags connected, and then the 3 framelits are connected. So you're gonna stamp once and create 3 tags. So I'm gonna put this good time in this circle first, and then I'll know where to place my bats. And I'm gonna kind of bring it over to the right, I think. Gosh, after I play with all this Halloween stuff, I'm going to need to go get some mums. And decorating outside too. And that looked like my ink pad was really full on that one. These bats are so much fun. I'm going to use the little cat too on the inside. And you have fun. And then we'll stamp the "Have a wicked good time." I'm going to add that on this little strip. All these chamois out on my desk. These are running away. I don't know why I only have one block out, except it takes up less room. Okay, I'm going to cut that. Alright, clean it and we'll move to the inside. All this stamping done. Alright, so I'm going to put this on the inside, and then I'm going to stamp that little cat. This cat is so cute. Cute, 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 cute. Make a good time. I think that's all I'm going to put. Oh no, you know what would be fun? That little spider web. I think that's what Kelly. This is a card that Kelly Acheson made. I don't know which way I want it to go. Just to ink it up. Okay, and there's all the stamping except for the envelopes, which we'll have to do later. Alright, so there's that. Put that over there. So it hasn't really cooled off a whole bunch where I am, but the the days are certainly getting shorter. I'd rather have the other. Alright, so let's layer this up. This color is Terracotta Tile, which I think is a really cool Halloween color. Oh yeah, and I punched out some, taking full advantage of the fact that this will be hidden. Cool color of these little books. The paper pumpkin this month is Halloween treats as well, and then the next 2 months are going to coordinate, and I haven't had much chance to really check into those, but I need to post the teasers that I've seen. Isn't got just a cool combination. So again, more Monster Bash paper, this time with a terracotta tile card base. And I took the black layer is 5 1/4 by 4, and then I just brought in the Designer Series paper 1/8 of an inch instead of a full 1/4 of an inch. And then I used the Starburst punch for the black of my label, and then this is crushed curry that I've stamped on here. And the Wicked, I could maybe use the black dimensionals on this, but I'm not sure. So I'm actually just going to glue it down. And a silicone mat would be great here so that I wouldn't have to worry about getting my grid paper all sticky. I'm getting glue everywhere. And then that's going to ooze out. Okay, so just a few little dots here and there. Now I got to figure out how to pick it up. Oh, wouldn't that take your pick tool be nice now? Well, yes, Michelle, it would. You talk to each other, talk to yourselves too, right? It's not just me. No. There's a little tool that Stampin' Up! Used to have called a pickup square that I will use to come back and get the glue once it's dried. Because I just made a bit of a glue mess. I don't know if you can really see, but I did. Oops. So I'm about done here. I've got to finish up this label, the inside of the card, and then I'll just leave you with I'd love to stamp with you this week if you're able to attend either the Pigment Sprinkles class or the All Occasions class. Please let me know. We've got some really cool, pretty cards that we're going to make in both. The events are posted in Facebook and on the demonstrator website. And if you don't find them, please let me know. I'd really like to stamp together. Okay, there's the little kitten. There's the Wicked. Now, this would be better if it was popped up because, unfortunately, my W is right on top of that black heart and isn't going to stand out quite as much. But it's pretty cute. Pretty cute. Thank you, Kelly, for sharing that idea. So here we go. Here are the 4 projects for my Halloween creations today. Thank you all so much for being here, and I hope that we can stamp together very soon. Have a very blessed day. Thanks again, everybody. Bye-bye.